Vijay, you're always traveling, globetrotting, uh, writing articles about the places you are and you have been. And I suppose that in many places there's behavior similar to something we see in Brazil, which is people looking at the American elections as if they are determinant of their future and cheering for one or another candidate as if they could vote for them. Uh, is there any significant difference between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, specifically for the people in the third world? Should we be cheering for one or another?
Yesterday I was in the Cordillera up in above Santiago in a forest, and the forest ranger who was walking with us said something interesting. He said, if you ask a child in Santiago, what are the animals that live in the forest? The child will say lion, tiger, elephant, and so on. The child is not going to say puma, condor, Zorro, the fox, and so on. It's very interesting how we detach ourselves from our place and put ourselves somewhere else. The expectation that when it's Christmas, there should be snow outside. I mean, most places that celebrate Christmas, including Bethlehem, okay, there's never been snow in Bethlehem. So the idea of being detached, a kind of colonial notion of our history is very much there. So of course we are all invested in what happens in the US, partly because it would matter if there was a good candidate, and this good candidate said we're going to pull up all 900 military bases, we're going to stop spending so much on it. Would really matter to us who won. In this case, because you framed the question like this, about does it matter to Brazilians or Chileans or Indians or Zambians or whatever, I think it matters zero. Frankly, it matters zero, because there's a kind of permanent imperialist habit and apparatus in the US government. It's a permanent structure. It doesn't matter who comes. People used to say Obama is going to be better than Bush. Come on, he started doing illegal drone strikes to kill people, including killing US citizens in Yemen. Anwar al-Awlaki was a US citizen. He was murdered by Mr. Obama, who sat in his office and signed a note saying, assassinate the following 20 people this week. Every Thursday, he would look at the kill list and sign off on it, say with actual names of people that he would say should be assassinated. No judicial review, no international law, nothing. This was Obama, who was supposed to be this great liberal. No, people would be naive if they believed that the person who enters the White House, particularly these characters who are the main favored candidates, they cannot change the balance of forces, and they will not, because they are not committed to it. Now, if it was another situation, if there was a serious socialist challenge to this, then I would say, well, we should be all paying very serious attention. Of course, we will continue to pay attention. That's because we are colonized subjects. We think there are elephants in every forest. That's a different matter, Pedro. But does it make a difference who wins for your life? I don't think so. Maybe some marginal difference. It's true. If you're running a, say, clinic for reproductive health of women, if Trump comes in, the international funding will die immediately. Of course, it makes a difference, not trivial. But by and large, they're both going to bomb you. I mean, they may, one of them may fund your reproductive health clinic, but both of them will bomb that clinic.